Bonjour! Welcome to the Chef's Pantry. I'm Anna Rossi, and we are in France. So all eyes have been on Paris. It has been amazing experiencing the culture, and I thought we needed to get in on the fun in the kitchen. So we are diving into one of Paris's most magnificent, iconic destinations, the Moulin Rouge. And we're gonna be cooking with one of their principal dancers, Allie Goodbun. She's a Canadian, she's living the French dream now in Paris, and she's gonna show us what fuels her, how she eats her way through the season so she stays ready for those main stage performances. So I thought, what better than to come to Saint-Germain-en-Laye, go into the open air market, fill our bag with some delicious food that we can take back to the kitchen before we pick her up from the train. Are you with me? Let's go. Okay, you know you've done a good job at the market when the bag can barely hang off your shoulder. So what a treat to pull out all these great ingredients from the vendors, fresh from the farms. We've grabbed some herbs like parsley, some beautiful onions, some garlic. The melon is so gorgeous, fragrant, and in season right now. Some laitue, some beautiful lettuce, some micro basil, some tomatoes, and the most perfect strawberries I could barely resist. So I thought it'd be fun before Allie's arrival to put together a little amuse-bouche, or amusement of the mouth, that we can have in the back, maybe enjoy with our little salad that we're going to put together. So when I see saucisson and fromage and cheese, it's hard to say no and resist. I had some fun picking out some great goat cheese blends here. This is one of our favorites, mimolette. Delicious hard cheese, similar to a young Gouda. It has a really nice bite to it, a nice crumb. It's very good. And this was a nice hard sausage. It has a little smokiness to it that's really beautiful, a nice pairing to offset. And then a little bit of sweetness to add to the board. I thought we could pop in a little bit of nugget and then pull in some of those great strawberries that have that beautiful little blush cheeks to it, would I thought be very nice. But here was something that I thought was really fun that my friend Emily put together with a little bit of simple, beautiful goat cheese, a little bit of fig jam on top, just dressed up, super chic, super easy. The most important thing is to let the cheese come to room temperature slightly. So this has been sitting out for about 20 to 30 minutes. It's a hot day here, so you be the judge. But I'm just going to give this a little smother on top here, and this is fig jam that has some nuts in it, but Dalmatia makes a really great one. You can find a lot of really nice fruity jams, and that blend of something that's earthy, that has a tartness to it, and a little punch pairs really well with something that's sweet, that's seasonal, that has a little personality to it. Now I have some walnuts and I have some sprouts, so I'm just going to pop in a few of the little beautiful walnut halves onto the top, and then my mom and I like to call this the lipstick, the garnish, some fresh sprouts on top. You could use some microgreens too. The sprouts have a nice little pop, a little bitterness and spicy kick to there, but I think that that is a really fun way to enjoy something that's one of our favorites, pulling together some great flavors. Okay, we have all these things together and ready, and we have a train to meet. When we come back, the one and only Miss Allie Goodbun is coming into the kitchen, and we're going to whip up something fresh and delicious. Do not go away. You might need to do some stretching though. Welcome back to the Chef's Pantry. Look who I found! It's Allie Goodbun. Welcome to
Thank you so much.
Home.
Thank you. Bonjour.
Bonjour.
As they say in France.
Yeah, wow. So I just want to thank you so much for coming into the kitchen. And how cool is social media?
It's crazy.
Yeah.
The connections you can make on social media are insane, and I'm so happy to be here. This is so fun. American Canadian here in France.
I know.
I can't wait to cook.
All roads lead to Paris, especially this summer. So for anyone who doesn't know what the Moulin Rouge is, how do you describe it?
Well, first of all, it's the world's most famous cabaret here in Paris, and I'm a dancer there. I've been there for 2.5 years, and essentially it's just a wow factor show. Yeah. It's got everything from dancing to singing to attractions, essentially, as you saw. And it's a family-friendly show, but of course, with a little bit of a French twist.
Yes.
And it's one of the oldest, well, it is the oldest cabaret in the world. It's been running for 135 years, and it's a legacy, I guess you could say, to be a part of it. And it's quite cool. It's quite the life that we live over here.
Yeah, it really is.
Yeah.
So you're very busy. You do 2 shows a night,
Yes.
6 days a week.
Yes.
What does a day in the life look like for you when you're full steam?
Because our shows are quite late at night, we finish quite late, meaning we go to bed quite late as in 4 a.m. sometimes. So my days start quite late again.
Yeah.
So everything is just shifted back a few hours. And because of that, I don't usually wake up until about 1 o'clock every day. And my first meal of the day is always the freshest thing I can find. It's often includes fruits, vegetables, whatever it is, just to kickstart my day. And then dinner is later. It's around 7:45, right before I go into the theater, so I have enough fuel to get me through the night. And our first show starts at 9 p.m. So.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah.
Yes, the lights are on and we're ready to roll. So I know fresh food is very important. You're so lucky here this time of year with all the seasonal markets.
It's incredible.
Yeah. So I thought we could put together one of your favorite salads.
I would love that.
Okay, so we pulled together some beautiful stone fruit. They looked so good in Saint-Germain at the market. Some peaches, some apricots, some nectarine. Melons right now are amazing. Here, some watermelon diced. Some feta, a little scallion, and then the fixings for a little vinaigrette. Is that something that you shake up, whisk up?
This is my go-to. I do a different variation depending on what I have in the fridge every single day. I'm no chef, but this is my go-to summer salad.
Oh, I love
100%.
it. Okay, so you lead the way, and I'll hand things over to you. So here's a little olive oil, some vinegar, but then there's lemon if you want that.
Great.
I like when you can be sensible and just sort of like pull from the pantry staples.
Cool.
We had the time of our life when we went to see the Moulin Rouge.
I'm so happy.
You were so talented.
I'm so happy.
And it really is a celebration. I couldn't believe the kids' enthusiasm watching the show as well. What is it like for you coming from Toronto and just being immersed in such a different attitude when it comes to
it's
body
very
and
femininity? Different. Exactly, it's very different. The biggest thing, well, the body and the femininity is a whole aspect of its own for sure, but I think the hardest part for me was the French can-can.
Yeah.
That's something I didn't necessarily train in. Obviously, being Canadian, it's a very French cultural dance, of course, and it's its own style. It's very athletic, it's very physical, of course, but also the mental aspect to it is a lot because we have to do it twice a night and it's late at night. So the show as a whole is a whole new experience for us, and being able to kind of switch that on when you arrive in France is difficult, but you kind of get the hang of it over the course of time, and like anything, you just have to adapt and figure it out. But I'm here with a bunch of girls that are from abroad, so we're all kind of in the same boat. We're like one big family. There's lots of Australians, lots of Canadians, lots of Americans, so it's really cool. It's a very cool thing to experience together and to be able to navigate it together.
And you may have seen, Allie, an opening day ceremony on the edge of the Seine. That was amazing. Oh, I like the little acidity there too with balsamic.
I was a little overboard, but that's okay.
I'm into it.
I'm into it.
I like something that has a little tartness to
it. Same.
Especially when we have those great sweet fruits, stone fruits and everything.
Yes.
You want a little? How about I whisk?
Give it a little bit of a whisk.
Add a little lemon or a little Dijon here too. Yeah, what was that like? Being in these iconic locations for the Olympic opening day ceremony.
It was amazing, to be honest with you. Also, to be a part of it is a whole thing of its own, of course. But again, just to be experiencing that with friends, I think is one of the biggest things and what made it most special. And it's just a memory I'll remember forever, of course, because it's iconic. It was the biggest audience I've ever performed in front of.
Would you call it like a sisterhood, a really tight-knit group of?
100%. We spend every day together. We go to the cafes together. We spend the afternoons together. We eat together. Whenever we have time off, we travel together. And being able to work together at night is just the cherry on top.
What I will say, well, you bring it to the stage too. It's nice when there's that synergy. Do you want to give it a little bliss of
a little bit of squeeze?
The lemon juice. I feel like it's real. Like this is the epitome of like a light French salad.
Exactly.
Like, do not buy your salad dressing. It starts with a great vinaigrette.
It's very true. I feel like also it's hard to find a good salad dressing in stores. Like back home in America, we have every option, whereas here they just expect you to be able to whip something up yourself.
Whip something up. Save your old jar. A little pepper in there. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Do you like honey?
I do. Let's throw it in there.
Should we add a little bite of honey?
Also, if you feel like this needs more oil, depending on how much salad we're making.
Okay. I think it's just for the two of us. What have been some of your favorite things that have been just part of your life here?
I would say family and friends coming to visit me is really nice because it feels like home here finally, and I'm able to feel like I live in this city and know this city. Is it good?
It's really good.
Yes.
I love that. I love the Dijon with the little touch of sweetness in there.
I love it. But yeah, being able to show off the city to friends and family that come, it feels like home just that much more. Being able to show it off, I guess.
Yeah. You look so good on the Today Show. You're with our friends out at Savannah.
They were so nice.
Yeah.
They were so sweet. Again, so nice to show them around and be able to show off the Moulin Rouge to people back home, I guess you could say. But yeah, and also just being able to be featured on that show is incredible because I grew up watching that show. I know lots of people my age grew up watching that show, and it's still on TV and still just as popular today. So
yeah, I love it. We're all enthusiastic to put on the costumes until we're asked to throw our leg over our head.
Literally.
I know. Well, my daughter Charlotte and I definitely tried a couple moves when we got home. It was. I think I can barely get it past my waist belt.
And then add the backpacks and the feathers and the headpieces. It's a whole added element.
Well, I was thinking about that with just this influx of elite athletes and people who are so enthusiastic to see sport and having dance really showcased and appreciated.
Agreed.
What's that like?
Agreed. I can honestly, since the Olympics has started, I can feel the energy in the audience slightly different because people are here to see sport and athleticism and obviously just celebrate sport together with the Olympics being in town. So it's been amazing, and you can feel the energy in the audience the second the curtain rises. It's incredible.
Yeah. It's different when someone knows how difficult it is. It's like we're seeing people who attempt to do some of those gymnastics moves after watching, and you want to see one average person compared to someone elite.
Exactly. You need the reference. Exactly.
I can be the reference. Okay, so will this salad bowl work for you?
Yeah, let's do it.
Oh, that's great. And I love seeing how busy you are too with your entrepreneurship.
Thank you.
You've got some really cool things in the cooker.
It's busy, I must say. Love, obviously, dancing and performing every night, but being able to fill my days with something that's just slightly different. I own a business with one of my closest friends, so that's been a really fun adventure to have together. And
this is Ready Freddy.
Okay, yes.
Tell everybody about Ready Freddy.
Essentially, backstage, we wear these cover-ups that we're able to slip on without putting over top of our heads to not ruin our makeup and hair, of course. And it's just also been an ideal warm-up to be able to stretch and warm up in. So essentially, it's just a cozy onesie with pants or shorts. We also have that version. Pockets, super comfortable, and it's we now make a one-size product that's super stretchy, oversized, and essentially just the most comfortable thing I own. But we love it, and all of our friends have it, which is so nice, and we've been able to expand and obviously open up a Shopify shop that's available online. So it's fun. It's a cool little venture to do, and it's fun to do it with one of my closest friends, like I said. But, and then also on top of that is personal content. I've been able to grow social media channels this year, and being able to just talk about life in Paris, and with the Olympics coming, that's a whole added element of being able to glamorize the city, and being a dancer at one of the most iconic theaters in the world, obviously, is the cherry on top as well. But there's so many storylines to tag off of and make content for. So this is also just one of them. This is so cool to be able to be cooking in a French countryside home. I love it. It's great.
Well, did you ever expect that you would become an influencer when you set sail across the Atlantic?
No, and honestly, that wasn't even when I started making videos, that wasn't even the intention. I wasn't thinking about the following. I was thinking about more so how I could just storytell. And TikTok and Instagram was kind of the outlet that was the easiest for me at the time. So being able to just document my daily life was easy, being in Paris, and every corner you turn there's something aesthetic, or there's a story to tell, or a fact to say, or whatever. So started doing that, and it's just kicked off. It's been great. It's
amazing.
Taken off.
Well, you have such a warmth, which I know you can see, and feeling like I'm invited into your little piece of this beautiful city is really special. I started following you, I think, when you had maybe 200,000 followers, and it's amazing to see.
Thank you so much. It's taken off more so lately than ever, but I'm just going to keep rolling with it. I love interacting with people from around the world, and the fact that I'm in a city that's accessible to so many people, and it seems to be like the hub of Europe. People are passing through no matter where they're going. It's just extra special. So there's people coming and going from the show as well, and it's a cool thing. I have nothing more to say about it other than the fact that it's so nice to connect.
Yeah. Okay, so what's next here?
Okay, usually I like to throw the fruit in right away.
Okay.
I usually finish with the garnish, like with the cheese, and the garnish and dressing is obviously last.
Great.
So should we do a mix of the two?
Yeah, whatever you think.
Let's maybe start with melon.
It's there to be had.
I love it.
And congratulations on your engagement.
Thank you. Thank you. That was one of my first ventures of 2024, I guess, or happenings of 2024. My fiance is Canadian, so he comes over here as much as he possibly can, of course, and then I go home as well. But we had a little getaway in the French Alps together.
Do you think Paris will always be home for you?
This is our thing. I think he's going to come here for a year.
Yeah. And then see where
life takes us. But I really want to have a moment in Europe together to just be abroad and experience that.
What's your advice to younger kids out there who are thinking about going for their dreams, and how do you make the jump?
The jump is the hardest part, but I think it's just taking that risk and also being okay with change.
Yeah.
I think is one of the biggest things, and also change is a good thing in my opinion. It's obviously scary, but there's so much that can come from it that you don't even anticipate. And when I moved to Paris, I just thought I was coming to dance, and now I'm owning a business and doing content and meeting people like you, and being able to experience also a different culture and a different language has been amazing. So I would say go for it. If you're thinking about moving abroad, do it. It was the best decision of my life.
It seems like also having that support from your family has been really a special thing.
Yes.
Also, okay, so I love the pops of color.
I love the pops of color.
Spicy arugula. Sorry, did I toss it too early?
No,
okay.
It's fine.
Okay.
It's fine.
Should we add the dressing?
Let's add the dressing and then
we'll finish with the feta and the scallion?
Yep.
Give it a little last whisk here.
It's such an easy recipe, but this seems like there's more to it than there really is. It's just can take minutes. It's great.
I love this recipe so much because you can really substitute what looks good to you at the store. What's in season. I picked up some beautiful cherry tomatoes also. Like that would also probably be a great.
So fresh. How's been shopping at markets been for you since being in Paris?
It's been amazing.
I bet like heaven. It's so good.
Yeah, number one, it's like a dream.
Right?
Like walking into a market. And I have to say how generous all the vendors have been with my pigeon French. Oh. And then if I embarrass myself terribly, I'll just be like, okay,
but at least you try. At least you try.
And then you go to the next one. Do you speak French?
Probably no better than you. I'm slowly understanding like basic everyday conversation, like how to order coffee, how to introduce myself. But beyond that, because I'm dancing and I'm owning a business that's in Canada basically and all remote, I simply don't have time to add a language course in there. But I really, really hope to be fluent in the next year and really pick that up hopefully in the wintertime. But
we just have to keep practicing.
We just have to keep practicing where we can. That looks great.
What has been the biggest surprise for you here as a Canadian?
The biggest surprise, I would honestly just say, not that it came to me as a surprise, but just like the ease of travel. I knew that everything in Europe was close by and obviously very accessible to be able to hop on a plane and be in a totally different country within an hour. Yeah. But I think just being able to actually do that and experience that has been the coolest thing. Yeah. Especially compared to back home, like you can get on a plane and go somewhere different, but it will take you 5 hours. Whereas here you can just get on a train, for instance. Like now I'm in the countryside and it took me 15 minutes. You know what I mean? It's so great.
Yeah, and having that enthusiasm to not forget to explore.
Exactly. And just kind of staying adventurous, I think, is so much easier here than it is anywhere else because there's such different countries, cultures, languages, so close.
Yeah, so close. So this looks so delicious.
I love it. It looks so fresh.
I feel like we should have it on the terrace. What do you think?
Let's do it.
Okay, I'm going to bring out this beautiful bottle of wine. It's amazing. Sycamore from a family-owned vineyard that's been in the business for 150 years. It's in the Rhone Valley, and it's an up-and-coming wine. region, and thinking about a romantic place for you and your fiance.
Yes.
They have an adorable hotel.
Okay, this is so good to know. It's not you teaching me about the French. I love this.
We'll sample it, and then it might inspire.
Okay.
So, okay. Don't go away. When we come back, we're going to dive in. Tastes better, doesn't it?
It does.
When the sun is on your shoulders.
It really does.
I love how you said the first thing that you do when you wake up is make sure that you eat something fresh.
That's the biggest thing for me, I think. And that's also like, because I'm missing the hours of proper breakfast, it's kind of my substitute for being able to have something that's fueling, yet fresh, yet easy to make. And I think this salad is exactly that.
It looks so perfect. Should we try it paired with
Yes.
Cousin George's suggestion of the Côte de Rhône sycamore?
It's amazing.
Okay. A little sip to pair with
Thank
that
you.
nice feta and then the
Yum.
beautiful. I have some goat cheese and some camembert and a little smoky sausage on the board too. We can nosh on here.
Oh, yum.
I think we're off to a good start.
We are.
Okay, so I love your roadmap, your slice
Thank
of
you.
Paris, and you have
Thank you.
so many great tips when it comes to visiting the city. What are some of your favorite discoveries?
It's an easy city to show off. There's so many amazing things to do, especially just on the daily. It doesn't need to be anything that's extravagant. Of course, there's museums. Of course, there's jardins, as we say. There's the Jardin de Tuileries, Jardin de Luxembourg, but on top of that, there's so many things in between that I think a lot of tourists miss. And as a local, I see these every day and I'm like, oh, you're missing that really cute street with all the boutiques, or you're missing, Montmartre is my neighborhood, the 18th, and it's full of locally owned cafes, locally owned French shops. And that's, I think, what like the true gems are of Paris, is finding those locally owned spots to just see and discover. So
I love that you bike. And I always feel like visiting Paris, the magic is between the metro stops.
I totally agree.
So being brave enough, whether it's biking or to stay on your feet and walk and get lost a little bit.
Exactly. That's one of the best things about Paris, of course, but also I think Europe in general. I think a lot of people come to Europe and they obviously go with metro to get around, and they use the train system.
The train!
Speaking of trains,
it's everywhere. It's so convenient.
They're everywhere, and it's so convenient, and that's why people do use it. But I think once you've gotten the metro stations and getting around the city using public transportation, it's fun to walk and it's fun to bike. And if you do feel comfortable on a bike, of course, that's the best way to get around a city, because you can see the in-betweens.
With our social media and like so much being globalized, there's a lot of crossover, but there is something really specific about the French woman's style. Have you made some discoveries that you've pocketed as your own that you've really been drawn to?
I think so, but I think overall, my style has changed completely. I would never be wearing this in Canada, to be honest with you. I feel like I came from the fitness culture, and obviously as a dancer, I spent every day in my activewear. And here you just don't feel put together in activewear. I don't quite know what it is. Obviously people do wear it to and from the gym when they need to, of course, or if they just want a day of comfort. But my new comfort is now denim and a collared shirt or a button up. And it's just so interesting. I think it's obviously inspired by the locals, and it's just what the go-to is, and having that extra sense of dressing up, I guess you could say, even though denim's not dressing up. To me it is, and my style has just completely changed. And I think I've just taken small bits of inspiration from locals that I see around my neighborhood. So.
Yeah, I'll take one of those, please. And then you're ready for the coffee shop.
And then I'm ready for the coffee shop, where I spend the majority of my days working away. And like I mentioned to you before, I love to cafe hop. It's one of my hobbies, I would say, here in Paris. I'm such a coffee snob, so finding the best coffee in the city is important to me.
And is that where you like to do business? Connect on your email?
Yeah, exactly that. The cafes here are set up to spend time at, I think, and oftentimes we like to compare Europe to America, or North America in general, as the difference is it's much slower here. And I think a lot of times back home for us, we like to grab a coffee and go, or we're on the move and we're drinking when we're on the metro, or we're drinking while we're walking, or whatever it may be, drinking coffee, of course. But here in Paris, we like to sit and enjoy our coffee or enjoy our food, and everything is to sit down and relax and use as a time to kind of unwind. For me, I like to blend the two. I like to do my work, but sit with my coffee, and I don't know, I think cafe life in Europe is just slightly different, and I kind of love it.
Yeah, you recommend it.
I recommend it.
And taking the time for lunch like this.
This is so nice.
This is so nice. I am so excited for all your success.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
And you need to see her on the main stage. Allie Goodbun, you are a
Thank
shining
you.
star. Thank you
Thank
so
you
much
so much
for cooking with us
Thank
in the
you.
chef's pantry.
Cheers. Thank you for having me.
We'll see you next week. Maybe here, maybe somewhere else.
Bye.